We were extremely shocked January last year as we learned that Walter Lange passed away. For us, it was no question that we have to honor this man with a watch. And on top of that, it was clear that we could not only put his name on an ongoing development to honor him, because we know that he had a wish during years. I even remember 2006, even before we introduced Richard Lange, he had a wish. It was the realization of a patent of his great-grandfather. It was a stoppable jumping second. It was patent number 182 in Germany. It was just filed at this time. They established the whole patent system in Germany, and that's why Walter Lange was so proud of that.
But why this certain extraordinary watch?
I have to go back a little bit in my history at Lange & Söhne. I started here in 2004, and Walter Lange showed up here in Glashütte 5-6 times a year. And he was always, one of the first stations was where he landed was our offices, and he wanted to know what we're working on. He was very curious about the new projects and so, and he right away said, yeah, you know that a very important thing about that, what Tino just explained, that that's one of the first patents in Germany. And to be honest, we were not quite keen at that time to realize something like that, because we're already a brand which launched the rattrapant chronos, the turbograph, the double split. So you do Datograph and then come up with a jumping second watch, which is stoppable, not zero reset, not a chrono, was a little bit So, but there was no single visit where he did not mention this patent. He kept on coming back to this patent.
And I even remember he was twice really disappointed, because first, as we presented the Richard Lange with a central second, he thought it will be his jumping second, but it wasn't. And as 10 years later, in 2016, we presented the Richard Lange jumping second, he was so sure that now it will be based on his patent.
You remember?
Which was not the case.
You remember we showed him a prototype and he was looking like, yeah, it's a jumping second. But it has nothing to do with that patent, isn't it? No, but we have zero reset, and we started to explain, to almost justify, because it was Walter Lange. So we spoke about that, and he said, yeah, but he was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
So when last year we were sitting together in February, how to honor this man? Knowing, we looked at each other and said, okay, there's one thing we could make, and that is this watch. You see here between us, that is the Walter Lange with a jumping second, which is stoppable.